Didn't I call y'all earlier and ask y'all to call your fucking hitmen off? Now, if I aim a weapon at this bitch back here, sitting back here at Plano Parkway, don't say I didn't warn y'all ass. Now get this bitch out of here aiming fucking weapons before you be dealing with a bigger damn issue, Plano. Bitch wanna tear his ass now, see? You can run, but you can never hide, bitch. Confirmation. You can run, but you can never hide. I'm tired of them hitting me in my fucking head. Now fuck off! Fucking bitch. You got one more time and I'm a 911 your ass. One more fucking time. You fucking loser. Who fucking can't accept losing from a little old colored gal. You fucking army. Bush. Now I'm gonna tell you and your fucking hitman you got out here, let's call right now. I'm really getting tired of being hit in my goddamn head with y'all's fucking Klansmans out here. I am trying to rest, and I am tired of being hit in my damn head. Now get the fucking stepping.
Plano 911, what's the address of the emergency?
10th and Southwestern, where I'm always at. And I'm really tired of being hit in my fucking head by your fucking Klansmans out here who apparently hate niggas and hate a nigga is chosen by God. Now, I am tired of the weapons. I have Second Amendment rights like I advised VA tonight. If the criminal act does not stop, I will be exercising like I explained to Officer Norton earlier. This has got to stop. The torture and the abuse of an elderly person in every city I go in. Now, I have rights. I am an unarmed person right now who is being forced to go arm themselves because no one is stopping the criminal activity. Y'all know that's a crime, and I am on my YouTube right now documenting these hoes, because if I was to aim a bullet at their ass, you would run over here and arrest me for defending myself. That's the plan anyway. Plano, God, Collin County, Dallas, all of y'all. Make her arm herself and act out of character, or aim a weapon so we can arrest her, so we can control her. Stop with the games and stop with the criminal activity against me, Texas. Stop playing the games. Everybody know y'all are hitting me with weapons. Stop with the lies and let me enjoy my retirement. If not, I will have to be forced to defend myself against people burning my body. If that's what y'all want, that's what's going to happen. Because I'm 70 years old and no damn body should be hitting me with a weapon. Now I'm about to call 911. I did call 911 because I'm really tired of calling. I'm really tired of calling tonight.
Somebody out to come talk with you?
They need to talk to the people aiming the weapons. Talking to me is ridiculous. How about talking to the people that's aiming a weapon, your government, and ask them to stop aiming weapons at an elderly person? And stop fearing the government. Stop aiding and abetting these people. They're committing a crime. It's not that hard. Or do y'all fear the government? Because I don't, because I call DOJ. If you're going to hit me with weapons, send people to hit me with weapons, I'm definitely going to call you. Now, I've called Love Field. I've called everybody because I know Southwest is out here, been stalking me for 20 years. Aiming weapons for 8 now this year. And I'm tired of them burning my body, burning my scalp, burning my feet off. That's what they're doing.
Okay.
Who wants to be burnt every day, ma'am? I
Okay,
don't.
so you want me to send the fire department out to come meet with you?
I got burn medicine. This has been going on,
Okay.
for 8 years. They don't even have burn medicine. Last time they came out 2 years ago. And I don't really trust a lot of y'all anyway. I'm trying to trust Officer Norton, But it's kind of hard when I'm being hit 8 years with weapons everywhere I go, everywhere I live. I can't even live in a car without being hit with weapons. Y'all know this is nonsense. Because if it was your mother or your sister, something would be done. And if someone's aiming weapons at the police, they're definitely going to aim back. That applies to citizens too, under the Second Amendment rights. Now, I'm not moving out of my spot because I got people aiming weapons in the city limits, which is apparently against the law. But you would have a problem if I aim back in defense. Because
All right, Ms. Jones, again, I can't advise on that, but if you want, I can always have an officer come out and talk with you.
what can he say? He have no control over the air? That's what they tell me every time they come out and see all
Again,
my
Ms. Jones,
bruises.
I can't advise on that, but if you want, we can
Anyway,
always have an officer come out and meet with you.
I don't know what, it would be a waste of time. My time anyway. Because that's all y'all been doing is wasting my time and having me defend myself against an army. But thank you anyway, ma'am. I'm just trying to get these people from stop hitting me. They over here on Plano Parkway area aiming their weapons. But,
Okay.
they're
if you
pulling.
need any assistance, definitely give us a call back and we can have someone come out and meet with you.
Well, he's pulling off now. Don't think they're not listening. He's taking off now. But he is on my YouTube. So long as I'm documenting these people, I have the right to defend myself against people causing me bodily injury. But you have a good night and thank you. I'm using my tools. I was sitting here minding my business and they keep burning my damn head. And I'm tired of them burning my body. Wouldn't you be? You have a good night.
I understand. All right, you too.
Bye. VA, again, I am being attacked by your government's army, which I'm really tired of them burning my damn head. Real talk. Again, I'm having to call 911 because they got an army full of fucking hitmen out here burning my damn scalp.
Monitored for quality assurance. You may hear beeps during the transfer.
I know I'm a tribe from the Indian tribe. But it don't mean you get to scalp my ass.
Thank you for calling the Veterans Crisis Line. My name is Avis. How may I help you?
Avis. That's a unique name. This is
Thank you.
let me mute my YouTube channel here.
Thank you for that information.
Your government, because I'm being hit with Department of Defense weapons because I'm chosen by God and they're covering it up from y'all 34 years this year. And 8 years been aiming weapons this year, makes 8. They have put me in the hospital, burnt my eye, burnt my birthmark, burnt my toe off. They have done a lot of things the past 33 years, and I'm having to advocate for my own safety because the police aid and abet. Be advised, I'm not suicidal, never have been, never attempted. I'm 70 years old this year, trying to enjoy my retirement since 2017, but that's when they started aiming the weapons, burning my birthmark and my feet. So America has a problem with God. That's probably why they're on fire now. They can accuse somebody of starting the fires all they want to, but I beg to differ. Now you're out here with an army aiming weapons at an unarmed person. Now I just had to call 911 to try to get these people from stop aiming weapons burning my scalp with their ray gun, lasers, direct energy weapons, and electromagnetic radiation. They have an army in my hood right now of aircraft. That's how they're doing it, trying to be slick. And we never know because don't see ray guns and lasers, but trust me, I'm not sitting on my butt getting paid twice a month, burning my own body. And why would I want to burn my own birthmark or my eye? I'm trying to enjoy my retirement, but your government won't let me because I'm chosen by God. I'm one of God's earth angels, predestined from birth, and they're covering it up, but I'm exposing it. I am documenting and posting what God is doing so people can get their hearts in order. Now, they can claim them fires are, boy, I tell you, they are something else, how they cover up stuff from y'all. But that's God's wrath on they butts, because I told them what they going to get if they keep putting dark clouds over God's skies, calling it climate change. Fires, floods, whirlwinds, y'all call tornadoes and stuff. You know, it's spiritual warfare, darkness, trying to stop the light. Because I walk in God's light. I don't need sunglasses, Ecclesiastes 7:11, to look at the sun. And that's one thing I'm posting, Luke 21:25, sharing my reward from God. So people know it's time to get your heart in order with Him. Because your government's sending you to the pit and out here trying to unalive me. So I have to document. I don't have weapons yet. But like I told the 911, look, you know, every time y'all come out here, what do you tell me? You have no control over the air. Now, from each city, Dallas and Plano, I'm in Texas. And be advised, to the crisis line here, know I'm being hit with weapons. Including my podiatrist, when they put me in the hospital, gave me a blood clot that don't run in my family from that direct energy weapon. Have you ever heard of these weapons?
I have not, and I'm thankful that you kind of contacting us to, you know, one, educate us on everything, and to kind of get somebody to talk to.
Well,
this does sound very overwhelming.
Yeah, it's just you know, this is one of my tools I use to stop the criminal activity against me. I'm tired of them burning my body, trying to destroy my body over something they have no control over, and neither do I. But I'm not going to be abused and tortured. 8 years of this is enough. Now, like I told them, they trying to advise me not to. Well, stop sending your hitmen to hit me with weapons everywhere I live and go. This is a crime. You burnt my toe off. You know, they burnt my toe off after the surgery. See, I didn't even have to have rehab. I healed so quickly, but they wouldn't let my baby toe heal. They just kept hitting it with the ray gun until they split it twice. I had the nurse come in a week, you know, every week. So she was documenting, sharing how they done split my foot. So it just came off at one of my appointments at the podiatrist. So I shared with the podiatrist, why are you back there aiming weapons? See, if I aim back, I have the right to aim back at these people. Second Amendment rights. I do have my certificate of weapons, received it in 2018 when I applied. The only thing the only thing I take is vitamin D, because they're hitting me with so many weapons. I'm just trying to keep the nutrients in my body, and you know, they hit me with radiation.
Taking any other medication?
No.
For like your health? Okay.
No, this is not a mental issue. This is a criminal issue. I'm not burning my own feet.
I was going to medical or mental health. I just wanted to.
No, ain't nothing mental about this. This is criminal. You know.
Absolutely, and I hear you saying that this has been going on for a very long time now. I hear that it's impacting your ability to kind of enjoy your retirement. I hear you
Yes.
saying that, the Department of Defense, are after you because you were chosen by God. And
Correct.
I heard you say
Correct.
you called the police tonight. Did they come
Yeah.
out?
No, they what's the sense in them coming out? Sister, they've been coming out. It started in Dallas. Now I moved to my hometown when I was taking care of my sister because I was living in a 1 bedroom and I needed a bigger place. She had suffered a stroke. She's deceased now, but they've done a lot of things in 34 years, including trying to blow me up in my car. It's hard to take me out. Uh, and my thing is, if I'm not trying to unalive myself, I'm not getting ready to have somebody else do it over something God blessed me with. You know, get
Absolutely.
your own stuff. America, how about serving the right image and stop serving somebody nailed to a cross because he wasn't nailed to a cross. He was slewed and hanged on a tree like Acts 5:29-30, 13:29, 10:39, 1 Peter 2:24 says. How about following God's commandments instead of men's traditions and doctrines? Mark 7. I don't follow the pagan oppressors' theology, and I got blessed outside these pagan churches that's sending y'all to the pit. And that's why I'm sharing what God is doing, Luke 21:25, so people can get their hearts in order because the government out here unaliving people. And it's a whole bunch of us TIs being hit with these weapons, unbeknownst to the crisis line, and the police out here covering up for criminals. They'll tell y'all that if we call them, you know what they'll try and do? Kidnap us, really, put us in a mental place, and then act like we have mental problems because they're covering up what God is doing and sending people to the pit. But one thing they haven't been able to do is do that to me. They tried it, but it didn't work. It backfired. Because, see, if you're going to put me in a place and I'm self-employed, I had my own cleaning business, residential, and because you're trying to cover up something, it'll never work. I'll have all the mental patients getting Bibles on your butt. And that's what I did until VA let me out. Because I told them, if something's wrong, take me to VA. I'm a veteran. VA evaluated me 1 week and asked me, was I ready to go? Because they don't keep people if ain't nothing wrong. Wasn't nothing wrong. This was my hometown, who have done everything in their power, the police, to try to shut me up and shut me down about God when they found out who I was through Bush. I'm from Texas. They found out from a photo that came up missing. And I had just moved back from Houston because I worked for this construction company, building company rather, and we were building Memorial Northwest Hospital. When we finished, I ended up in the accounting office because I didn't want to go to Galveston on another job. And I worked in the accounting office downtown where our main office was. And then maybe after a year, we got laid off. So I just decided to jump back into what I wanted to do, court reporting. So I started out in Houston and transferred back home because I said if I'm going to struggle, I might as well struggle where my family is, babysitter, my nieces and nephews. So I moved back to Dallas in 91, in 91, took a photo, and what was depicted in the photo, that's how they found out who I am in Christ. I still didn't know. And then when I got ready to look, my photos just disappeared. And the negatives. I'm thinking I got the negatives because I was going to Court Reporting Institute of Dallas, and I share evidence of my test sheet so people will know I'm not doing my will. But I went to look for the negatives. Them devils came in my home and stole the negatives too. But they can't steal my left hand, or all they can do is cover up the sun, moon, and stars I'm blessed with. And that's what I'm sharing per Luke 21:25. There shall be signs in the sun.
Now, how do you, because I hear you saying that you do have some support. Do you feel as though that you have someone that you can talk to about some of these issues when things are becoming too much for you to manage on your own?
Well, I just called the crisis line because a lot of my family is
Okay.
deceased. I'm almost 70 this year.
Oh, okay.
And I have
Yeah.
one brother living, that's Judas, and two half brothers and a sister. They're Judas and Judas. So I don't, being chosen and fulfilling prophecy written, it a lot of
Yeah.
times being an earth angel, that's what some people call us. But I go by 2 Corinthians 3:1-3, what God revealed to me, and by what he did, written in the spirit, not with ink. Being anointed, predestined, finding out something you were doing in your life is already written in the Bible. It's kind of hard for
Mhm.
people to believe, but it's actually true. And that's why I'm sharing
It definitely is.
spiritual evidence with people so they can get their hearts in order, because the government sending y'all to the pit. Now they on fire up in California for disobeying God, because they've been getting warnings for years. I'm the messenger. I got church people coming against me because of my position in Christ. My
Yeah.
my will was stenography. I was going to graduate no later than 96. I was in the last two speeds, 200, 225s. So I share my test sheet, and I kind of do what you do. That's how I handle it. And being anointed
Okay.
and predestined, God had already showed me they were going to prepare war against me. So I'm kind of,
Yeah.
used to, uh, you know, we already have it settled in our hearts that we're going to be persecuted. So some of us can endure the fiery darts and some of us can't. I'm just one that was blessed enough to endure 34 years of their fiery darts and
Yeah.
69 years of the affliction that God created me to go through, per Micah 4. That's
Now, it does sound. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Finish
Yeah,
up.
per Micah 4:6-13, you can read about me. Daughter Zion, Jeremiah 6. Uh, God told me to give y'all Isaiah 14:32, because I asked him, what am I supposed to tell these people? This was back in 2005, because after Plano came after my son and drugged him and, you know, messed up his cognitive abilities, and they've done a lot in, you know, back in the 90s. And so that really put me on my knees, because when you have evidence and you're still doing wrong, it's never a battle, you know. So, and then in 2005, I said, God, I've done everything you told me to do. Uh, I'm giving them to you. And that's when God just started revealing me what that photo meant, people that stole it and things like that. That's why I can call their name out. And I'm calling their names out because really, after 34 years, aren't you tired of harassing me over God, trying to unalive me, and it's not happening? All the death magic, the black magic, the witchcraft. I had no idea how much witchcraft America does and did
Now,
until
how do
God
you
revealed
manage
it.
all of this? Like, how
Being
can
a
you
child of
cope
God,
with everything?
being
You
anointed,
said being a child of
predestined.
God, being
Yeah, we're
anointed. Okay.
we're um we're predestined from birth, you know, and this is what God has revealed to me, who I am, the seed of Jacob. I'm written in the spirit, not with ink, in my left hand. Uh, Zion, he got shaped stars and put it into a Z for Zion. I don't know how, if you ever look up, you know. And that's why I'm sharing how God and I roll with the sun and the moon. I can't get but one of my stars. God bless me with those things. And I didn't know anything about daughter Zion until God, you know, started revealing things to me, because I humbled myself during that injustice battle. Child, they only seen me praising and worshiping, because I knew this was God's battle for
Yeah.
some reason. I didn't know I was who I was until 2005, but that battle started in the 90s with Plano
Mm.
coming against my
Now, are
my kid. Go
okay. I'm
ahead.
sorry for interrupting, But I do have a question. Are you attached to like a therapist to kind of help
Oh
process some
no.
of this? Because this got to be heavy
No,
on
this,
you.
you know who my therapist is? The people,
God.
yes, because this is what the thing is. God say put our trust in him. Now, if this is his battle, why would I put my trust in man who's coming against me? Okay? I have to put my trust in God. And that's who has kept me 69 years, 70 this year. I've on people don't know my life, even though I didn't have a bad life. My parents kind of spoiled us a little bit, growing up in the 50s, going through the back door as a kid, growing up in the civil rights. I'm kind of used to the Klansmen out here hating on niggers, that word is in the Bible, Acts 13:1. I don't know why people get offended, you know.
I think it's because of the different spellings or
It's
whatnot of it, the Niger, and
Yeah,
then
well, they've made it,
G-E-R.
they kind of been funny with it, adding an extra G. You understand? It's all a mind manipulation of us not finding out who we truly are in America and around the world. We are the 12 tribes of Israel. We're the ones who get chastened more by God because we're following a Baphomet system, and we left his commandments for their commandments. Not me, because I don't put up no trees. Jeremiah 10. It's a lot of
So it does
things.
sound like, yeah, it sounds like your grounding technique is to, connect with the Most High, talk to God, pray, read
That's what I
scripture,
do,
and things like
fast.
that.
I have to
And
do it all.
yeah,
And that's
yeah, and I
what
hear you
keeps
say
me.
that you can, yeah, and I hear you saying that you can call the Veterans Crisis Line. You don't
Yeah.
really have much support because of, you getting older and most of the family
Well,
are no longer with us.
not necessarily that. My family wasn't a big, God people. No way.
Oh,
They were gamblers. But you always got one black sheep in the family. There's always one person in the family that God chooses. Okay.
yeah,
But the
absolutely.
thing is that I don't fear them. They fear me. I'm way more powerful than their witches and warlocks. Revelation 11, Zechariah 4. That's me. People really don't understand. That's why I share with people. Sometimes our will is not God's will. And until we humble ourselves and we're not going to be perfect, but doing our best to follow his commandments. Because it's all about what's in our heart. It's not what we
Absolutely.
do, it's our hearts that
Yeah,
God looks at. It's not what we eat.
yeah,
Mark 7 again. It's not what we eat, because that can be purged out, that defiles us. It's what comes out. And I have to cuss these people out every day, hitting me with these weapons. But God know I'm not wanting to, but the weapons are not
yeah,
painless. They are very painful. And for them to be hitting a 70-year-old with a weapon, that, like I told Plano tonight, and
yeah,
I record everything, they're wrong. And I know it's them doing it, trying to cover up Collin County. Y'all been the main one in my business. When I was self-employed, I had my own cleaning business. I didn't
yeah.
I didn't finish court reporting. I went on. I think God was removing me from that corrupt system and working for the Baphomet system. Look, they getting ready to have
Yeah.
they getting ready to have their Met Gala. That's Baphomet. That's the devil.
So, yeah, and I hear you saying that, um, basically the government sector is,
Killing y'all.
coming to harm you.
Killing
Yeah,
y'all
coming
too.
to harm. Yeah, and it kind of affects, how you respond. As I hear you saying that,
Yeah.
they
When
try
they
to,
hit me with weapons, that hurt.
hit you with weapons and
And it'll
things like
bring
that.
me
And I
out of my character.
exactly.
What do they think?
Yeah.
I'm not
So
gonna come out of my character when you hitting me with a ray gun and burning my toes off and burning my birthmark and burning my eye. You think I'm not going to come out of my character when you're trying to make me come out of my character? You think God don't know what you're doing, your intentions? He's not going to hold that account. He's not going to hold me accountable for something they're maliciously doing to set me off.
Yeah, and that's why kind of keep your space and your distance. Try to stay away
Right.
from. Utilize your coping skills of spirituality and getting stronger and connected in your relationship with the Most High or whatnot. Those are the
Tools I use.
your main coping skills that
Right.
you utilize, and it seems to be very helpful for you. So I do want to make sure that you stick to your coping skills to kind of eliminate some of that mental burden and negativity and things.
Well,
like
I've been
that,
doing
because,
it for
like
8
you said,
years now. 8 years
I
God been
know,
keeping me, but
I know.
sister, I'm really at that point where it's time for them to stop. Now God say, daughter, they're warring against you. Fight back. I have to fight back. These people are serious in trying to unalive me, and they have a CIA heart attack gun. I don't know how well aware you of that. They've had that since the 60s. If they aim that weapon at me, it won't leave a trace. You'll just think I had a heart attack. You can Google it or YouTube it, whatever, And you're welcome to watch my videos. I'm not about subs. I'm about souls. I'm not about making money. I'm about documenting and exposing the corruption in our government. Now, I serve this country honorably, and this is the thanks I get. I pay Caesar for this. I pay Caesar for the police to falsely accuse my son, and now for the government to try to unalive me over God. Make it make sense.
No, yeah, and that's definitely difficult. I couldn't imagine going through the things that you're currently going through. And it sounds like, even though it's heavy for you, it seems as though that, it all goes back to God.
Absolutely.
Now, I know you stated absolutely. Now, I know you stated earlier that you weren't having any current thoughts of suicide.
Nope,
Is that
never
correct?
will. I love myself just like anybody else, sister girl. In VA, I already know that. They treat me like the professional, competent person that I am. I make my own life decisions, and they'll tell you that. I'm a healthy person for 70. The only thing I'm taking is vitamin D, and I'm not trying to get put back in the hospital from their weapons. And when they put that direct energy weapon on my foot that gave me a blood clot, I'm not going there no more. They put me in 2 emergency rooms back to back. And that's how I found out after being hit with that weapon 6 years, okay, they had given me a blood clot. The blood clots don't run in my family. I know my family.
That is difficult. So, in situations like that, I encourage you to utilize like the patient advocacy teams, because they are supposed to be there to kind of assist us.
Yeah, I use them too, but
care.
It's hard for them to call me back, child. We have those.
Keep calling.
We have those. What do you call it? Not y'all, but we supposed to be calling. I've been calling them for 3 months, and they ain't called me back yet. Now I'm not gonna keep calling people, and my advocate is God. No, you ain't got to send nothing. No, because this is my thing. The doctors at VA already know, because they hit me with the weapon and messed up my foot the day or 2 before surgery. So they knew I didn't mess up my foot overnight being in the hospital. VA already know I'm being hit with weapons. And if they were going to do something, they would have tried to stop the crime then. But I can't rely on them, because they could be part of it. We're talking armed forces. They are part of the weapons that I'm being hit with. So this is spiritual, and I depend upon God, not man, because this is God created me to go through this. I'm a strong vessel. That's something that they hate, because none of the stuff they have tried in 34 years now made me oppressed, depressed, suppressed, made me suicide. None of that. Okay, so
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm the winner here.
Now,
I'm the victorious person. They're the ones who's stressing out because none of the things they have done to me have worked, including trying to blow me up in my car when I was self-employed in
oh, okay.
2009.
Yeah, that is a lot. Now,
Yeah,
and like you saying,
it's
that's a lot to
testimony.
really deal
It's
with for
it's
so many years and
testimony.
things like that.
It's
Yeah, it
it's
is your
how you
testimony, and I
overcome in Christ.
and
And that's what I do.
exactly,
Try to encourage
exactly.
people. I do the same thing you do. And I
Yeah.
know you're not used to a
Yes,
call
ma'am.
like this. You're used to calls with people trying to commit suicide when I got people out here
Well, you'll
trying to
be surprised. You'll
unalive
be
me.
surprised what type of calls that we get.
Oh,
Well, it
okay.
was really nice talking to you today, Miss Kathy,
You
and I want to thank
too.
you so much for calling us and, kind of talking to us and letting us know what's going on with you. And we identified some coping skills that you do
Right.
heavily utilize
Not that I
that will
needed them.
help kind of keep you grounded and refocused. Absolutely,
just
yes,
just
ma'am.
so
Now,
you know, I have these coping
mhm,
skills because I don't need nobody's advice but God's. He's the one guiding me, so that's who I take my instructions from. America don't control me. God controls me. He created me, so anything I'm doing is from the instructions of God, not man.
yeah,
Okay, I
absolutely.
depend upon him
Yeah,
and I trust him only. And that's why
absolutely.
I got favor today. Cause I didn't
Yeah.
retaliate when they came against me in the 90s.
Good job. Good
Okay?
job. Yeah.
So when you
Yeah,
give when
absolutely.
you fight that battle in Christ, he rewards you, you know. So I did what I was
Mhm.
supposed to do when the battle started and did my best. I can't say I was perfect in everything because I'm not perfect, but I stood my ground like I'm standing now and standing on the word of the Lord because that's faith with
Yes,
him,
ma'am.
you know. And if you want to watch
Yeah,
my
and
videos, Katie Gaddis, Katy
mhm.
Gaddis, in David, as in David. That's my real
Okay.
dad. That's my real dad's last name, and Katie. They messed up my birth certificate, so it's kind of amended.
Mm.
That's how I derived that name for my YouTube channel. Really trying to outsmart them, but they caught up with me anyway, shadow banning me and everything. But
Mm.
just type in sharing Luke 21:25. That should pull me up because they're trying to deter y'all. They got so many Katie Gaddises on YouTube, which I think Gaddis is a unique name, and it's not too many.
Yeah.
But, child, they got a whole slew with my name, Katie Gaddis. You wouldn't believe. But
That's
that's
amazing.
that's
But
one
I want to
way
go ahead and
they do to
go
keep
ahead.
y'all from finding out what God is doing. Making y'all confused where you can't find me. So that's why I say just
Yeah.
type in sharing Luke 21:25, and that should pull me up. And
I sure
but
will.
yeah,
Well, you go ahead and you have a great rest of your night, Miss Kathy.
you
If you
too,
need
and
us, we're here for you. And don't forget to utilize all your coping skills
I
to
will.
combat, the negativity that comes against you.
I
All
will.
right? You
They
have a
can't
great
steal my
rest of your
joy.
night.
I put a praise on them
Absolutely.
today, okay? So
Yes, ma'am.
I knew
You have
they
a
were
good
gonna
night and get
come.
some rest, okay?
You too. Bye
All right. Bye.
bye. Every time I get testified to a new person, remember, we're overcome by the words of our testimony. So let me keep calling. Thanks for the thumbs up. I really don't know who you are, but you always come in and give me a thumbs up. I'm going to cut it short because I didn't have much juice on my phones. I'm trying to charge them up, and I'm trying to learn something. So they left me with one charger again. Burning my chargers. It's just another way of costing me money, making me spend unnecessary money. But But thanks for joining. I had to document to try to get these people off my back. As you can see, they did splatter, but it doesn't mean they're gone. They just stopped aiming the weapons. Because I did call 911, because I'm really tired of it. Stop it, and I won't have to call y'all. Y'all are forcing me to call you because you won't do your fucking jobs. That's a lame excuse that you have no control over the freaking air unless a nigga done took off running from your ass. Tell the truth. Then you got all control. The devil is a liar. And I'm advising you, Texas, to leave me alone. God ain't gonna keep warning you. Have a good night. Who is May I? I like this guy's quote. He always go straight up on my FB. That's his face popping up, but it's a different name. Maybe it's his wife. I don't know. Anyway, y'all have a good night. And remember to look up. God loves you, and I do too. Stay safe. Get your heart in order with God so you're not dealing with his wrath. Amen. And I'm not changing who God says I am, America, because you can't accept it. That's a personal issue. And God doesn't give a hoot about your personal opinion when it's his ball game. Get over it. DOZ out.